Hi guys, it's Carol from Cape Cod Cottage Garden, and today I'm going to harvest all my carrots. I actually left them in the ground way too long, so it is what it is. I'll see what they look like. I'll give you a quick little tour around my garden, and to be quite honest with you, it's pretty neglected, so it needs a lot of cleaning up, but I'll show you what's going on now. And we've had so much rain lately, like downpours, that I've been wanting to harvest my onions, but I want to let them dry out for like 3 days before I pull them, and it rains too much. So I'm hoping we'll have a nice 3-day stretch, and when I come back to the Cape in a few days, I'll be able to harvest them. So let's get going on the tour, and then a little quick peek, and then I'll do the carrots. Okay, let's start with my pot, which I'm super happy with. I did that canna from seed, so I'm happy with that. To the right is beans, some pole beans, some bush beans, cucumbers. There's one in here that's ready for picking. Let me show you. Whoops, can barely reach it. I'm having all kinds of camera problems, guys. It keeps cutting out on me. Some tomatoes over here, some paste tomatoes, almost ready for picking. My sun golds, we've been eating all of these. Some more paste tomatoes, some beefsteak tomatoes, my peppers. I have some over on this bed. I have some Jimmy Nardellos that are ready. I have some bell peppers that are growing. More green beans. As you can see, a lot of work needs to be done. I never pulled my beets up. There's some green beans that need picking, some flowers that are looking a little worse for wear. This is pickling cucumbers growing. My lettuce that I never pulled. My Brussels sprouts are looking pretty good. Let me see if I can show you. Kind of hard to see through the mesh. I don't know if you can see them right there. The cabbage, I've eaten so much cabbage I can't eat anymore, so I've just let it go. This bed over here with the celery that's falled over, this all has to be pulled out. I have some scallions. But today we're going to talk about my carrots and my onions. You can see most of my onions are ready, but it rained like crazy, so I'm going to just pull my onions today. Excuse me, my carrots. So let's go ahead and do that. I got quite a few carrots. I can see them all. These are only supposed to be about 4 or 5 inches long. That's 5 to 6 inches long. Actually, these are Yaya carrots, but I actually left them in a kind of longer than they should have been in. But I'm really happy with my carrots. At first, I thought they weren't going to be successful at all, and they did pull through. Really nice. So I'm going to get these cleaned off. I'm just going to wash off most of the dirt, and then to store them, I'm going to cut all the tops off, because if you don't cut the tops off, the greens will wick all the moisture out of the carrots, and you'll have floppy carrots, and they won't be good. And then I'm going to put them in bags in my refrigerator. Probably eat some today. So that's what I'm going to do next. But overall, my garden is looking pretty lush right now. Nothing's perfect, but overall for my first year, I'm very pleased. And let me just show you my summerific cherry chocolato hibiscus really close up to close out. I've had a lot of things go wrong in my garden, but this certainly is lovely, isn't it? Some of them are passed and faded, but look how pretty this flower is. This is Croup and Winner's Summerific Cherry Chocolate. Oh, a bee on my, oh, sorry, a bee just literally landed on my hand, so sorry for the shaky camera. It's looking pretty. And this too, my favorite view in my garden, through this cut flower bed to my shed. I have some deadheading to do, but look at this beautiful, these two beautiful dahlias together. Aren't they lovely? So all is not lost in my garden this year. My last video was a little depressing because of all the damage I sustained, but let's end this on a good note. Look how lovely this is. When you want to preserve your carrots, you have to cut the greens off, because if you don't cut the greens off, the greens will suck all the moisture out of the carrot. So what I like to do is just cut them right around there, almost to the top, but not all the way to the top. And just go through the whole bunch. And you want to do this like pretty much right away after you harvest your carrots. And then some people eat the greens, they make like pesto out of it. I've never done that. Look at this little tiny one. I'll just probably throw that in the compost, but for now I'll clip it. And the other thing is, if you're gonna try to store them, don't cut this little spindly piece off. Leave it on. I'll probably just put my greens in the compost. I have plenty of basil that I've been making pesto with, and oh my gosh, guys, it's so, so good. So after I cut the rest of the tops off like this, I'll put them in a plastic bag, like a loose plastic bag with a little tiny bit of airflow in my refrigerator. I'm gonna eat a lot of these tonight, so I'm gonna make something with these. But the rest I'll store in the refrigerator. So I'm back again because I wanted to show you this weird one that grew all wonky. You can still eat it. I would try not to use this for long-term storage. Eat this one first. Anything with like a crack or split or any kind of damage, eat first, and you can try to store the rest.